Hello. Okay, we are looking at a snow potential for the week ahead. Kind of a 1-2 punch. First punch is just kind of a weak jab, off balance, not much behind it. Second one, it depends on how good that first one is as to how good the second one's going to be. I mean, it's got more of a potential, but it depends on the first one. So let's kind of go through this and what's going to be happening as we head through the next couple of days, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Okay, so here's what's happening as we head through Monday into Monday late afternoon into the evening hours. Notice a pretty good chance for some snow. It doesn't look like a lot, but a chance for snow central and northeast Nebraska, Omaha, down towards Lincoln and Columbus eventually. Here, I'll show you that right about there. It does fade away, but it's close. So this is doing an important thing. Yes, it's fading away, it's getting evaporated, it's doing what it usually does, but it's also setting the stage for Tuesday night into Wednesday, the next snow chance. So this is getting moisture into the atmosphere. Yes, there's dry air in place, it's evaporating this snowfall potential, but that may give us a better chance for snow Tuesday night into Wednesday, which I'll show you here in just a second. So as we head through Tuesday, quiet until there. This is Tuesday night, 8 p.m. The snow really starts to pick up. You're looking at along and south of Interstate 80, maybe a few snowflakes to the north, but the better chance is going to be to the south, especially into Kansas. Now this really starts to spread to the north as we head through Tuesday night. This is just before midnight Tuesday, and then into Wednesday morning. I think probably around 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning is when the snow will be the heaviest Wednesday morning, and then it starts to pull away, and we're starting to see it come to an end by 7 a.m. for the west, and I think by about noon Wednesday it should be done for just about everybody. So that's the timing of all of this. Real quick, just want to say like and subscribe. That will help out, and it'll help you out. So whenever I do this, you'll be one of the first to know when there is a chance for snow or severe weather or whatever is happening. So that would be awesome. Thank you. Now, moving on. Let's see what the models say. Now, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 models here to go through, weather models. So let's look. This is the first one. This is the long range. This is the GFS, and this is through Tuesday morning. There's that first round. This one has it a little further south, the first swath of snow, and that's very important. If we see half an inch to an inch of snow on the ground or more before the second potential comes our way, it's going to mess with things a little bit. This would make it colder. This might use up some of the moisture in the atmosphere, which would mean drier air. Colder air is also drier air. Would likely make it a little bit harder for the snow to get this far north if this happens, because this one's coming from this is coming from the north, the second one's coming from the south. So then this one still has snow. Again, this is a long-range model. It's a little more abundant in its potential, but it does have quite a bit of snow along and south of Interstate 80, not as much the further north you go. So here's kind of the same model, but a different version of it. There's so many different versions, but here's the 1.2, if you will. Still has that swath of snow coming through Tuesday morning, not as much, less than an inch, less than a half an inch for most, but still some snow. That the second wave comes through, and again it has the higher potential further south, it has the lower potential further north, and that swath from along Interstate 80, 2 to 4 to maybe 5 inches of snow. That's the first two models. Let's kind of take a look at what this is more of a mid-range model. This one has a similar scenario, but it doesn't have the snow getting quite as far south for Monday night into Tuesday, which would play a different part. If it would be a little bit warmer because there's no snow on the ground, more moisture to work with, and maybe a little bit better chance for snow on Tuesday night into Wednesday. And then here comes that second wave, and notice it does have more snow for south central and southeast Nebraska compared to the other one that has more snow first. It has less snow second. This one has less snow first and more snow second. I know it's hard to keep wrap your head around all of that, but this is the things that I have to watch because anything that happens Monday plays a big part of what happens Tuesday night into Wednesday. So here's model number 3, has that swath coming down. So consistent. This is very consistent where it has the swath of snow coming from the north and then the second wave coming from the south. And there's that second wave. This one isn't as, this one's a little more jumbled. This one has kind of things happening from the north and then from the southwest, thus kind of more widespread totals of 2 to 6 inches for most spots. So this one's a little weird, doesn't really jive with everything else that's going on. Model number 4, this is a short range one, so I don't know if this one's going to go out quite as far as we would like it to, but this also shows that about a half an inch to maybe an inch of snow first through Tuesday morning, and then it has more snow coming in from the south, not quite as much, but it still has anywhere from 4 to 6 inches. So this one has more snow towards Kansas. See, there's that swath of snow into Kansas, heavier snow. That's your 4 to 8 inches of snowfall according to that model. Then model number 5, this one doesn't go all the way out to Wednesday. This one just goes to Tuesday morning. It shows less snow for south central and southeast Nebraska. And then model number 6 has also less snow. But this one just isn't getting far enough out. This one can't look that far ahead. So this one's one we'll watch in the next couple of days and see what that one says. So let's kind of zoom out a little bit. This is through Tuesday morning. This is the graph. Showing the 4-kilometer view. So that first swath makes sense. The second one coming from, see, there you go. This one, this has the heavier snow right here in Kansas, and then it tries to push into Nebraska. Exact totals will vary. So this feels like a 2 to 4 range. This feels like your 4 to 8 range. That makes sense. Here's the NAM. It's a little more, it's the 20 kilometers, so it's not as fine-tuned as the 4 kilometer is. But here's wave 1, similar. Here's wave 2, again, similar to what that other model has, but it doesn't have it going as far east, and it's a little more clumpy. There's like a higher total in central Nebraska, a higher total in western Kansas. So lots to figure out, but take this one home with you. We need to figure out what happens with wave 1 Monday into Tuesday morning before we'll know what happens Tuesday night into Wednesday. And they're right on the heels of each other. So that never makes it easy because everybody's worried about, okay, what's going to happen here? What's going to happen there? We got to figure it out. So looks like about a half an inch of snow for Monday into very early Tuesday morning, and then a few inches more Tuesday night into Wednesday. So stay tuned. I'll have more. I'll probably do another YouTube tomorrow to kind of see what happens, see what's changed, see what stayed the same. That's huge. Seeing what stays the same and what changes really determines a forecast. It's consistency. If there's consistency, then we're a little more happy about what we're seeing. So anyway, that's what we have. We'll see you next time.